Hello everyone, I'm MD Tanvir Ashraf. I'm a graduate research assistant at West Virginia University. Today I'm going to present my research on current practices in infrastructure durability and life extension, a systematic literature review, challenges and opportunities. First of all, a little bit background of this research. So United States has one of the largest, if not the largest, transportation infrastructure in the world, and it has like 4 million miles of roadways and about 600,000 bridges. However, the condition of these bridges and roadways are very poor. Uh, Current rating from ASC shows that the current rating of US roadway and bridges are D and C respectively. Also, in terms of quality, it ranks 13 among the nations of the world. And so, because of this poor condition, and to improve the poor condition of this surface transportation system, and it requires like immediate investment about $786 billion. So in addition to investing more money, we need development of advanced, innovative and cost effective solution to these problems. And recently many transportation agencies and research organizations are doing cutting edge research for cost effective and holistic solutions. However, there is a lack of systematic literature review, and uh, in this research, we try to answer three questions. First of all, we try to understand the current trend in infrastructure durability research and understand the future needs. Then we also try to identify the active research topics and problems over the years and emerging research topics. Then we also wanted to identify the prevalence of each research topic and their interrelationship. So next, we did some related literature review. So during the literature review, we saw that semantic analysis of textual data is quite common over the last few years, and it became popular because of the advancement in natural language processing. So common topics include like sentiment analysis to see the public perceptions, and then also topic modeling and then content exploration. So in this study, we will use a topic modeling technique, which is a statistical model for discovering the unstructured topics in the current documents. So we saw that previously few studies used topic modeling to see the trends in research. For example, in 2008, Hall et al. Performed a study to investigate the development of scientific field in using one of the popular topic modeling technique called LDA. Then I found that the Dash and Dotto between 2016 to 2020 conducted several studies in the field of transportation research to see the current trend that are prevailing in the transportation engineering field. So in this study, they use popular methods such as latent digit and allotment method and structural topic analysis frameworks. In terms of research framework, at first we selected some keywords that are related to transportation infrastructure, durability, and materials. Then we collected data using these keywords from several bibliographic databases. So the collected data includes title of the research, then abstract, author's informations, and others. Then we cleaned the data from these collected informations. So the cleaning process includes removing stop words and other unnecessary words, and then we tokenize the word. Using these tokenized words, we conducted the topic modeling. So for topic modeling, we use two different techniques. First one is the LDA method, and another one is the BART topic modeling technique. So after the topic modeling, we used the result from the topic modeling to analyze the trends in the over the years in this field. So in terms of methods of data collection, we use several search systems to collect the documents. For example, in the first column, you can see the search system is transportation infrastructure, and in the first column and first row, you can see the total string is transportation infrastructure and then durability and materials. And secondly, in the second row, you can see the subsisting is transportation infrastructure and durability and life extension. Similarly, I used another subsisting that is called transportation infrastructure and concrete or pavements. So using these keywords, I collected data from several bibliographic databases. So for example, I used TRID database for projects, and then Scopus and Springer Link database. So as you can imagine, using this subsisting in this three database will result in a huge number of documents. So manually collect all these data is not feasible. So for this, we used Python-based web scraping method to collect data from Springer. And also we, for the other two database, we downloaded the source documents in a RIS format and then converted those into a popular CSV format for the later analysis. So next, topic modeling technique. We used two different topic modeling techniques. First one is latent Dirichlet allocation method. Here you can see the framework for this model. So LDA is a popular unsupervised topic discovery technique from unstructured documents. So here you can see that in LDA method, documents are considered as a mixture of latent topics. Then the topics are discovered from the documents using a frequency of the words. And under each topic, there are some clustered of words. And using this topic, the documents can be clustered in different categories. There are several benefits of LDA methods. That's why we choose this. First of all, it's more capable of matching the semantic condition than the other models. For example, the PLSI model. Also, the parameter space of this model is simpler than the PLSI model. And next, it also has LDA model has balanced configuration and avoids overfitting. Although it has several benefits, there are some shortcomings. First of all, it lacks document-wise information to do the trend analysis. So we used another model that's to perform the trend analysis. For this study, we used dynamic bidirectional encoder representation from transformer, or also known as BART model. So you can see the structure or architecture of this BART model. This BART model is based on the transformer architecture, and the topic modeling version of this BART model is known as BART topic. So it has several benefits. As first of all, it's one of the state-of-the-art techniques for topic modeling. It also has several performance improvements over RNN and LSTM. Also, the context of the word is given by both the words that follows it and also the words preceding it. So it preserves the context of the sentences. Also, it requires it is pre-trained and requires low training samples because it's pre-trained on a large amount of data from Wikipedia. Also, it easily interpretable topics while keeping the important words from the descriptions. So we collected 15 years of data using these keywords from 2007 to 2021. So in total, we have collected like 3,100 documents. So collected documents include like journal articles, conference articles, paper reports, and book chapters. We collected informations like author information, title, publication year, journal name, abstract, and other informations. And after cleaning the data, we got like 3,090 documents for the analysis. And you can see the distribution of the documents over the years. So in total, from 2007 to 2019, it has similar trend, and then there is some low number in 2020 and 2021. And you can see also the distribution of the documents based on the types. So we have mostly conference articles, journal articles, and the project reports, and a few book chapters. So before proceeding to the main analysis, I did some explanatory data analysis by using the word cloud plot and the word correlation plot. So from the word cloud plot, you can see words like pavement, assessment, management, and durability. These have higher frequencies. And also from the word cloud correlation plot, you can see the minimum count was 20, and for our this graph, and minimum correlation was 0.20. So you can see life cycle assessment, performance, high performance and concrete, asphalt and mix have higher correlation and higher frequency in the database. So here you can see the result from the LDA model topic modeling. So in total, we have like 20 different topics, and under each topic, there are 30 different frequency of words. In the left figure, you can see the global perspective of the topics. And this figure was generated using principal component analysis and using the distance between the topics in a 2D plane. And another feature of this figure is that the area of these circles represents the prevalence of the topic in the database. And in the right side, you have the bar chart that shows the frequency of each word that are found in each under each topic. For example, in this figure, I selected topic 1, and under this topic, there are like 17.1% of tokens. And there are like parts like concrete, pavement, performance, and transportation materials and bees in this topic are more frequent. So using this result and what frequency, I plotted another figure to show the topic-wise word frequency, topic-wise word and frequency in percentage of tokens of total bibliographic database. So you can see the top 10 topics and it also shows the keywords found in each topic. So for example, topic 1, it has 17.1% of total tokens, and it's mainly related to concrete pavements and bridges. And for topic 2, it's related to highway and construction and infrastructure. On the other hand, you can see from topic 3, it is related to recycled materials and hazardous materials, and there are like 6% of the total tokens under this topic. So for other topics, it also shows like the general subject of the topic and also the percent of tokens of total database. Next, I can show you the result from the BART topic. So here you can see the result of the BART topics. It has 15 different topics, and under this topic there is a count of topics in the database. So in the you can see -1 topic is the outlier, and you can exclude this from the analysis. And in the right figure, you can see the number of topics and top 5 topics and top 5 words under each topic. So in total, the result from the BART topic model and the LDA model is quite similar. So for example, number 0 topic is related to bridges, and number 1 topic is related to sustainable transportation system, and the number 2 is related to concrete nanotechnology materials. So using this result, I tried to see the trend over the years. So here I can see the distribution of the topics over the last 15 years. It is based on the dynamic BART topic model, and you can see the frequency of this topic represents the number of top times this topic repeated in each year. So overall, we see that bridge-related research is more prevalent in the database in topic proportions. And also, the top three topics based on the expected higher topic proportions are bridge performance, resiliency and sustainability, and recycled and hazardous materials. Also, sustainability and resiliency related topic is more prominent in the last 5 years and had an increasing trend. We also saw that reclaimed and recycled asphalt topic was more frequent between 2008 to 2014. So also we saw that cement, concrete, and nanotechnology related research is more prevalent over the last 15 years. In conclusion, we have applied 2 probabilistic topic modeling technique to identify the topics in the infrastructure related research. LDA models was better for implementation, but it lacks interpretability in terms of trend analysis. So that's why we applied a dynamic BART model. Then also the BART model resulted in similar type of topics, and overall the research being conducted on the performance and strength improvement of the concrete and asphalt materials are more frequent. Also, more research is also focusing on the sustainability and resiliency of which can also improve the current poor condition of the US transportation system. So in future research, we can also include other language databases in the analysis. Also, we can also include social media or NCSRP reports into the analysis. Future research also can investigate each of the detected topics to find the subtopics. Finally, this research is a part of ongoing project called development of infrastructure research weekly app. So in future, we wanted to include more relevant information, as I mentioned in previous slide. Also, we can we want to develop an app to disseminate this information and to the relevant parties and sources. Also, we want to conduct a stakeholder survey to understand their needs, and it will be considered in the app development process. Also, we want to include the information on seminars, training, and on career opportunities, and disseminate this information to the app. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.